Good morning. It's the 6th day of Vlogmas, and I am downstairs. I'm in a different location today because my husband and son are sleeping on the couch. So I will be interested to hear what that story is. But I had to creep around like Santa Claus this morning to try to do the things that I normally do in the morning for the vlog. So I had to nix the whole showing you guys what everyone got in their advent calendars. But like my son got another part to like what I'm assuming is going to be a track. And then my daughter got a little teapot. It was super cute. We didn't open anything for Dwight because that's only a 12-day advent calendar. So we just, we kind of been like waiting and spanning them out throughout the month. And then for the book one, she got a, I can't remember. They're all going together. Because she got a Mickey one, and then I think she got like maybe a Donald one or something like that. I don't know. I will try to catch you guys up tomorrow. But as you saw by the footage, Mommy got Elf on the Shelf all set up. Last night I fell asleep in the kids' room putting them to bed, and my husband came to wake me up, and then he's like, "You go to bed. I'll take care of the elf." So I came downstairs thinking, "Oh, I'm so happy that I don't have to do that, or I didn't have to worry about that. I can't wait to see what he came up with." Even though I already had given him a couple of ideas. Yeah. Elf was not done. So I had to very quietly, because again, my son was sleeping on the couch with my husband, like get my elf done. So I did, and you've already seen what I did there. So I always typically give the kids some Christmas time coloring books. So I just let the elf do it. And this year, I had found those mini ears at Aldi, which, by the way, if you do not shop at Aldi, go to Aldi. They have so many amazing things in their Aldi finds aisle. Like, so many awesome things. Like, I've done like a little bit of Christmas shopping in there because they have so many great things. Especially if you like Bluey, they have so many Bluey things that they like introduce every week. It's a great way to get some Christmas gifts. And then I found that Santa hat, I think, at Marshall's. So they both have a little festive fun for the season. So that's what I did with that. And then you saw that I opened up my advent calendar, my tea advent calendar, and I got the flavor espresso black tea. So we're going to go ahead and try that. And I'm typically drawn to the black teas, and I do like coffee, so I'm hoping that this does actually have that espresso flavor, but we'll see. So here we go. No, I mean, maybe a very, very subtle hint, but I won't even say that. No. No. I think it just tastes like black tea with maybe like a bitter undertone. That's it. I wouldn't say it's like screaming espresso flavor at me. It's still better than the peppermint. I'll drink it, but I don't think it is screaming that espresso flavor. So, anywho, kind of a dud, I would say, on that one, but that's okay. Today, I wanted to tell you about a book that I finished last night that I thought was lovely. I gave it 4 stars. and it's called Winter Nights at the Bay Bookshop. And I found this on my Hoopla account, so that's free through your library. You get a certain amount of checkouts every month. They have ebooks, audiobooks, they have film, they have music, they have a whole bunch of stuff. So if you have a library card and your library participates in that, it's digital downloads. So I tend to utilize that a lot during the Christmas time because when I'm working on things, I'll listen to audiobooks, and I listen to a lot of audiobooks throughout the year as well. But I started this book a couple days ago and just really loved it. So I think I finished it in like 2 days because I had finished that previous book that we discussed. And I wouldn't categorize this as exclusively Christmas book. Like it's titled Winter Nights. It kind of covers the like up to Christmas season. And then it has a little bit of like a year later. But it's more so like the winter season, and because it's revolves around a bookshop, it's kind of like the retail season. So like Thanksgiving or like early November through Christmas. So the premise of the book is the main character, Lily, and then the other main character, Lars. So Lily she has a family bookshop. So her family owns it and she works with them. And I think she's a part owner. And so she has this bookshop and her dad needs to get double knee replacement. So they need to find part-time help during the Christmas season because it just so happens that it lands that he's available to do this in the beginning of November. So Lars comes onto the scene, but Lily and Lars already know each other. So they were at primary school together, and he was not kind. I wouldn't say he was a bully, but he was just very adverse to Lily and her friendship. She thought that they kind of were kindred spirits because he would come into the bookshop quite often as kids, and they kind of had a friendship. But when she went to school and found that they were at the same school, when they switched to a higher level of school or whatever, I don't know how it works overseas, but regardless, they ended up at the same school. And he first day she like saw him, walked up to him because she had already had a negative altercation with some other people, and he completely dismissed her. So it really broke her heart, and he continued to do so all the way through, and even in like the secondary school or what we would call high school. And so she had a little bit of trepidation, wanting to even interview him, but his resume really like was perfect for the position. He's kind of what you would call like a whiz kid. He had built his own company for schooling, and he also is an avid reader, and he had customer service with having made his own company and selling it essentially, which is why he was looking for some part-time work to kind of, pass his time. But she gave him a chance. So the book is really about second chances. The book is really about found family. The book is about celebrating different cultures and heritage. The book is about loss and grief and kind of coming together in moments of joy and forgiveness. I thought the book had everything you would want in a holiday time read. Like it really like touched all of the feels, and it really had great way of expressing that in a very modern and relatable way. There are so many moments that could have really drug these people down and really dragged them through the mud, and they kind of overcame them and overcame them together. A lot of fears that they had relating to relationships, they are able to process through. The book had a lot of like processing, which I thought was really great because I think what happens a lot in especially like Christmas time holiday books is everything kind of like just magically gets better. And this one, I felt like when there was an issue, there was a lot of either talking through with other characters or like internal processing. And I really liked that because I feel like some books, they just need to be more relatable in that sense, especially for people that are having a hard time throughout the holidays, for things that could trigger them in certain ways, because I think the holidays can be very triggering, depending on your situation. Not all of us have joyous memories of holidays or joyous memories of birthdays or joyous memories of those moments that are meant to be joyous. So I really thought this was a great book, and I rated it 4 stars. Just because I'm kind of like a stickler with 5 stars, but I would have to say like it's a very close, like I would maybe a 4.5. So yeah, I think it was just, you know what? I am gonna change my rating. You see it here first, everybody. I'm gonna give this 5 stars because now that I've like processed it with you all, I think it maybe deserves it because it really did just do a wonderful job of giving me all the feels. And I really did love both the main characters, which I mean, often you have that in like a romance, but I think they both were just so they're such kind-hearted people, and they both deserved everything they ended up with, which was a very lovely ending. Um, if you're thinking like, oh, is this a spicy romance book? No, not at all. There is some kissing, and then there is like an allusion to, but not there's nothing in this book. So if you're concerned about that, and I wouldn't say it's like overly sensual in its, it's very cute and um easygoing. There's nothing that's too like cringy or anything like that. So if you're looking for a nice cozy holiday time read, then I would highly recommend this book. I thought it was just absolutely lovely, especially if you are a bookish reader. And what I mean by that is like I love settings where the characters are also very bookish. So this is at a bookshop. Both of the characters are avid, passionate readers. The main character, Lily, her favorite books are the Anne of Green Gables. There's a lot of quotes. There's a lot of reference to Anne and Gilbert's relationship. So it was just all around just like a really great read. So anyways, that's all I have for today, or this morning, that is. Today is a big day because the kids were going to see Santa. I'm so excited because my daughter every day, is Santa here? Is Santa here? Is Santa coming? Is Santa here? Since before Thanksgiving. So, and she's 3. So I was really surprised that this is already happening. So the magic is real in this house. So I'm very excited for us to go to see Santa. I'm hoping that my son is okay with it because he, you never know with him. And last year, so they've traded places, my kids. So the first year that we got pictures with Santa, my daughter was the all-out screamer, and my son, I don't even think he was a year yet, and he was just kind of like sitting there like, I don't know what's happening. Last year, he was the all-out screamer, and my daughter just kind of put her head down like, I'm very uncomfortable. So she kind of got a little bit better. So this year, I'm thinking she's going to be like, oh my gosh, it's Santa. And my son's going to be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be here. Because he's still in that phase. He's only 2. But anywho, I have been jibber jabbering at you way too long, but I hope you have enjoyed the time here with me today. And let me know in the comments what you are reading. Have you found any really good holiday reads this year? Because so far, I've been doing pretty darn good. So I've been excited about that. But until tomorrow, I hope you are reading something festive, that you're taking care and staying safe during the holidays. And until then, happy reading. Bye.